Good morning, children. I am back again with a new chapter. Chapter 4, Reproduction in Animals. In this chapter, we will study about the need of reproduction and various ways in which animals reproduce. So, in this session, we will study about animals that give birth to their young ones, animals that reproduce by laying eggs, and structure of an egg, and also the life cycle of a bird. So let us start chapter 4, Reproduction in Animals. So children, what are living things? We all know things that eat, grow, move, breathe and reproduce are called living things like plants, animals, etc. So, do living things live forever? No. Living things do not live forever. They die after a certain period of time. So, the period of time for which a living thing lives is called its lifespan. What it is called? Lifespan. For life to continue on the earth, living things must produce more of their own kind. For example, if dogs do not produce of their own kind, they will not be seen after a few years. So, living things are able to produce more of their own kind by a process known as reproduction. So, what is reproduction? The process by which living beings produce young ones of their own kind is called reproduction. So, the reproduction is the process by which new living beings resembling the parents are produced. So, reproduction is the process by which new living beings resembling the parents are produced. For example, puppies resemble dog, kittens resemble cat, and also you resemble like your parents. And reproduction is very essential for the continuation of a species or a group of animals. So, how do animals reproduce? Animals reproduce in two ways, by laying eggs and by giving birth to their young ones. So, there are two methods of reproduction. One, by laying eggs, for example, fish, snake, frog, etc. And second, by giving birth to young ones. For example, dog, horse, cat, human being, etc. There are two ways of reproduction. One, by giving birth to young ones. So, some animals give birth to their young ones or babies like cow, cat, horse, dog, lion, etc. And the another way, some animals lay eggs from which young ones hatch out. So, for example, birds, fishes, reptiles, frogs, insects, etc. So, let us understand these two ways of reproduction in detail. So, children, first we take the first category of animals that give birth to their young ones. So, animals that give birth to their young ones and suckle them with milk are called mammals. Animals that give birth to their young ones and feed them with milk are called mammals. So, animals that give birth to their young ones, they are called mammals. So, human beings, cows, sheep, dog, deer, lion, tiger, etc. All these are the examples of mammals. So, what are the features of mammals? In mammals, young ones develop inside the body of its mother. In mammals, young ones develop inside the body of its mother. And the process of development varies from animal to animal. While a baby elephant takes about 21 months to develop. Human baby takes around 9 months and kitten only 2 months and kitten only 2 months. So the process of development is varies from animal to animal. After giving birth to the babies, mother feeds them with her milk. And these mammals have highly developed brain and they breathe through their lungs and their bodies are covered with hair to keep them warm. Most of the mammals live on land, but there are some mammals which live in water also. So these are called aquatic mammals. They live in water, so they are called aquatic mammals. For examples, whales and dolphin. They live in water. So they are not fish. They are mammals. They give birth to their young ones. And they also breathe through their lungs. We have one aerial animal that fall in the category of mammals. That is bat. Yes, bat is the only mammal that can fly in air like birds. It gives birth to young ones and the mother bat feeds and takes care of the baby bats. How mammals take care of their young ones? Let us see. Mammals take care of their young ones for a long period of time. So, that means as compared to other animals, they have to nurture their babies for a long time until they grow big and start finding their own food. So, they keep their babies clean and warm. They feed their babies and they protect them from enemies and also the climatic changes. So, children, once again, we repeat the features of mammals. What are they? Animals that give birth to young ones and suckle them with milk are called mammals. So, human beings, cows, dogs, sheep, cat, deer, kangaroo, lion, tiger, etc. These are the examples of mammals. In mammals, young ones develop inside the mother's body. And after they are born, mother feed them with her milk. They have well-developed brain and they breathe through their lungs. So that was all about the mammals. Now we move on to the egg-laying animals. Now we move on to the another method of reproduction, that is by laying eggs. So animals like insects, amphibians, fish, reptiles, birds. These are the animals that fall in the category of egg-laying animals. So let us first take up some new terms that will be helpful to understand reproduction in animals. So what are they? First, embryo. The growing baby inside the egg is called embryo. So you should remember, when we are talking about embryo, we are talking about baby birth. Second, life cycle. Different stages of development of an embryo into an adult are called the life cycle of an animal. So second one, life cycle. The different stages of development of an embryo into an adult are called the life cycle of an animal. That means an animal, it undergoes various changes when it has to become an adult. So different stages that it undergoes from an embryo stage to an adult stage, that is called the life cycle of an animal. Third one, incubation. The process in which the eggs are kept warm until the baby bird or animal comes out is called incubation. Incubation is basically, it is the process where the animals they keep their eggs warm. Next one, hatching. The process in which eggshell breaks open and baby bird comes out is called hatching. So hatching is breaking open of an eggshell by baby bird to come out of it. Let us understand the reproduction in egg-laying animals. So first we see how birds reproduce. Birds lay eggs in their nests. A nest keeps the eggs and the baby birds safe. So a female bird lays eggs in the nest. So the parent birds incubate the eggs by sitting on them till they hatch into young ones. So the parent birds keep the eggs warm by sitting on them, and this helps the baby to develop inside the egg. When the chick is fully grown, it breaks open the eggshell and come out, and this process is called hatching. Chicks are initially featherless and cannot see, so mother bird has to take care of the chicks at this stage. So parents birds take care of them, feed them till they grow feathers and learn to fly, and eventually to find their food. We are talking about the birds. Birds lay eggs. So let us understand the structure of an egg. Eggs produced by all birds have similar structure. So an egg is narrow from the top and little rounded at the base, and it has a hard and thin outer covering, and it is called eggshell. It protects the egg. So an egg is protected by hard outer covering that is called eggshell. What it is called? Eggshell. So an eggshell is thin and hard outer layer, and it protects the contents present inside it. So what are the contents that are present inside the eggshell? Yes, you can see here it is white jelly-like structure. It is found inside the eggshell, and it is called albumin. And one more you can see in the center, it is a yellow part. It is called egg yolk. What it is called? Egg yolk. So what is albumin? Albumin is the thin watery jelly-like structure which surrounds the yolk from all sides, and it is rich in protein. So as we know children, protein helps in growth. So albumin helps in the growth of the baby bird. It protects the yolk as it surrounds the yolk from all sides, and also provides protein for the growth of the baby. Inside the egg, there is a yellow part in the center. It is called egg yolk. So it is rich in fats, minerals and vitamins. So now here you have to learn that albumin is rich in protein and yolk is rich in fats, minerals and vitamins. So what is the function of yolk? Its function is to supply food for the growth of the baby or embryo inside the egg. So it has an embryo lying on it, and you know embryo develops into a chick. There is an air sac found at the base of an egg, which is required for the growth of the baby to breathe. Yolk has an embryo lying on it. So an embryo develops into a chick. So the growing baby inside the egg is called embryo, and the embryo develops into a chick. So the various stages of development starts from an embryo to a mature adult is called the life cycle of an animal. How an egg becomes a baby bird? Let us take the example of a hen. So let us see the life cycle of a hen. A hen lays eggs in the nest. After laying eggs, parent bird incubates the egg by sitting on them. So parent bird sits on the egg to keep them warm. So after proper incubation, the egg hatch and the chicks come out. Initially, chicks are featherless and cannot see. So parents bird take care of chicks and feed them till they grow feathers and become adults. So and the adults will again produce eggs and then the life cycle will go on. So children, that was all about the birds. So now we recall what we have learned in this session. We have learned two methods of reproduction. One, animals that give birth to their young ones, and the other one, animals that lay eggs. We have learned about the mammals that give birth to their young ones and also how they take care of their young ones. Then structure of an egg and also the life cycle of a bird. So I conclude this session. There is homework for you. So what is your homework? Question number 1. What are mammals? List their features. Question number 2. How do mammals care for their young ones? And question number 3. What is incubation? So children, you have to do this homework in your rough copy. So children, you learn whatever I have taught in this session and read the chapter, learn all difficult terms and also the exercises. So take care, be safe, goodbye.